Hi everyone, this is Erin and it's Saturday night and it's November the 19th, 2016. I have a letter here from Schaeffer Cox dated November the 5th. It looks like it took 2 weeks to get here. And it's for the Patriot Mail Project and everybody else who has written letters to him, which means a lot to him because he's in like a Blackwater version of prison called a CMU, or sometimes they call them CTUs, and they are not BOP, so I think they're like a private corporation and break human rights abuse. It's really bad. Anyway, here it goes. It says, Don from Australia says he's praying for my appeal to win, that he's sorry I'm back in the CMU, and that he backed up all the over 500 videos on YouTube. That's great. He also asks me to my opinion on the flat earth theory. I've been getting a lot of mail on this lately. I know the world has probably changed since I came to prison, but I didn't expect it to change that much. Ha ha ha. He says it looks round to him. I agree. Like I told the last person who mentioned that, this question was making the rounds on the internet. I've climbed to the summit of the world's biggest mountain 3 separate times. Up there you can see as plain as anything that you are on a ball. See, Everest is the highest above sea level, but that's only because it sits on top of a high plateau continent. The mountain itself is only about 13,000 feet from the peak to the surrounding flat ground it rises from. Mount McKinley, on the other hand, is a full 20,000 feet above the flatlands it rises out of, which are at only about 300 feet above sea level. This makes McKinley the mountain with the most relief on Earth, and consequently the best vantage point to see the spherical shape of our planet with the naked eye. When you're up there at those extreme altitudes, the atmosphere is so thin that the sky above you is dark, deep blue, almost black. The temperature is otherworldly cold, and the winds are so strong that they can scoot you across the snow if you don't have crampons and an ice axe to stab into the snow and ice to hold you down. Your body is dying a little more each day up there. Your lungs are getting swollen and damaged from the days of frantic breathing. Even in your sleep, you can't catch your breath. You know the feeling after you run up a hill with your dog or something and then try to stand still and catch your breath for a minute? Well, that feeling when you are standing still but your heart wants to slow down and your lungs are burning is what it's like when you're sleeping at extreme altitude. So it's very hard to sleep, let alone climb. We got penned down by a bad storm one time up there. We were stuck in our tent on a little shelf at 17,000 feet, unable to go up and unable to descend. All we could do was wait out the storm and hope our bodies didn't give out. Being stuck in this secret prison feels similar in a lot of ways. There's very little contact with the rest of the world. Your future is uncertain. Your support team can watch you die right in front of them. And there's nothing they can do to help. Nobody comprehends the nature or intensity of the struggle. And ultimately, you are battling your own urges to give up and quit more than anything else. In prison, like in high-altitude mountaineering, you are alone with yourself, and you must tame and control your mind body and soul. You must learn to suffer well. I was pinned down at the 17,500-foot advance camp for 7 days. I've been pinned down in isolation units and secret black site prisons for 7 years. My strength is largely depleted, but my mind is sharp and I can make calculated expenditures of energy when there is a break in the weather, so to speak. I really appreciate you guys putting money on my commissary account. That allows me to buy healthy food and be able to afford printing and court fees. Your steady money orders made out to FBOP, Lockbox Francis Cox, 16179-006, P.O. Box 474701, Des Moines, Iowa 50947-0001 have enabled me to win small but strategize victories that will soon add up to me getting out of prison. And this isn't just about me, it's about everyone who the feds will do this to after me. My case is the first one like it. I'm not accused of any crime in the here and now. I'm accused and convicted, actually, of wanting to overthrow this out-of-control federal monster sometime in the future, perhaps 20 or 30 years from now when I'm strong enough. This is unprecedented in American jurisprudence. U.S. versus Cox is to thought crime what Roe versus Wade is to abortion. So, I'm fighting for a lot more than just my own life and freedom here. That's why I need your help. America needs your help and my perseverance. I won't give up on this fight if you won't give up on me. Pray that God would bless me like he did David, the shepherd boy who would one day be the wholehearted and fearless king. If God keeps his hand on my shoulder, giants will fall. If he does not, the city is lost. The blessing is all that matters. Number 2. Put some money on my commissary account. Even David and his band of courageous, rough, and valiant men needed raisins, cakes, and wine from Abigail. I'm not ashamed to ask for money one bit, because I'm shedding my own blood, sweat, and tears for you, your freedom, and your country. If all I cared about was me, I could join the feds, get out, and work as a CI setting up patriots for $400,000 a year. But I didn't do that, and I never will. I didn't betray you, so don't abandon me. Number 3, spread the word about my case on social media. This is the real battlefront. In the Stone Age, people fought was with weapons of stone. In the Iron Age, people fought wars with weapons of iron. In the Industrial Age, people fought wars with industry. And in the Information Age, we fight wars with information. As decentralized, out, but highly connected, free thinkers, we have the upper hand in this war. The centralized propaganda of the dinosaur media doesn't work at all on my generation, and it's losing its grip on baby boomers and Generation X too. The beast is on its knees. Now the time to swarm it and end its reign of lies. Freedom is popular. Truth resonates. It's an easy sell. Get out there and save humanity one tweet at a time, and start by condemning the Fed's efforts to set thought crime precedent in the United States versus Cox. The feds admit that I didn't commit a crime, try to commit a crime, or even just plan to commit a crime. They convinced a judge to send me to prison for 27 years just for wishing I was able to force the feds back in line. Like I said, this is unprecedented in America, but it's what Pharaoh did when he killed all the male babies so one of them would not grow up to be a Moses. And it's what Herod did when he sent men to prematurely kill Jesus for his future crime of disloyalty to the state. I'm not saying I'm Jesus or Moses or David, but I am saying that the evil that has come to America and that loves to preemptively attack the righteous is an ancient evil. It's not invincible. In fact, it's quite frail. That's why it has zero tolerance for criticism. Schaeffer Cox. And he's lost his email privileges until the end of the month. And at that point, they're going to continue to use torture on him as far as, that's hard to explain, giving him hope and taking it away, give him hope, take it away. It's just really bad, and we need to shine light and make noise because a lot of people don't know about this. A lot of people are learning about this, but more people need to know about it, and we're going to keep praying to our King. Please set Schaeffer Cox free because thought crime, I mean, where's the line? Where's the line? Thanks for your prayers. Thanks for your support. And please give Schaeffer a shout and tell him that you haven't forgotten him. Thank you and good night.